Hi everyone, this is Gold Source 1 and I have a technical video for you. Not the technical video, just a technical video covering one of the problems I had to deal with lately. And the problem is blending. What is blending? It's a name for many things, but in this case, it is a thing that player models use to look up and down. Take this Half-Life model for example. Some animations have two blends. Blend is a variant of the animation. So you have one variant where the player is looking up and the second variant where the player is looking down, and you blend between them. This is called two-way blending and it is used by most cold source games. Now take this Counter-Strike model. It has animations that has 9 blends. You have one looking up, one looking straight at you, one looking down, and 6 more for looking left and right. This is called 9-way blending, and it is used by Counter-Strike and Day of Defeat. If you know about any other game that uses this, please let me know. So if Counter-Strike models can look left and right, how does Half-Life does it? It uses controllers. Controller is a thing that lets you move or rotate any bone dynamically from the game code. So what is the problem? It is simple. Half-Life client doesn't support Counter-Strike 9-way blending, and Counter-Strike client doesn't support Half-Life's two-way blending and controllers. When you join from Half-Life and look at Counter-Strike player, he will always be looking up and to his left. When you look at Half-Life player from Counter-Strike, he will always be looking to his right. You cannot play the game like this. We have to fix it. We have to create new versions of the models that will show up correctly in the other game. Let's fix the up and down blending first. We can fix the Counter-Strike models by removing all the other blends and just keeping the 2 of them that we need. Half-Life models are harder to fix. We have to create 7 additional blends. We compute the center blend by averaging the up and down blend. For the left and right blend, let's just copy what we have. Oh, and delete the controllers to stop the player from twisting. Now we have models that looks okay when standing still or running forwards or backwards. Once you start strafing, you are in trouble. These models are what I have on the server right now. I connected from both games, and when I look at the other player and strafe left and right, it looks as if I'm running left and right, which is wrong. This is most obvious when you are fighting someone who has a shield. It seems like he's running left and right, not covering himself, and you shoot him. But in reality, he's facing you the whole time and just blocked all your bullets. So we need to fix the left and right blending too. Let's finish the Half-Life model first. We left it with 3 blends, up, center, and down. Previously we copied these blends as the left and right variants. Now we have to create proper left and right variants. We can get these variants by baking in the controllers. For example, I take the center blend, set the controller values all the way to the left and create a new blend from that. The idea is simple, but the execution is not that easy, as you need to deal with animation compression and other obstacles from the MDL file format. The result looks really nice and works well. Creating Counter-Strike two-way blending models is the biggest challenge. We somehow have to come up with a set of controllers that would mimic the behavior of the extra blends. It is impossible to match the left and right blends exactly, as they are unique for each animation, while controllers are shared for the whole model. Controller also must be symmetrical. While left and right blends can be different, they don't have to be exactly mirrored. This blending conversion is already a lossy process, as we have previously removed 7 blends and kept just 2 of them. I'm fine with losing precision as long as the result looks close enough to the original. So what exactly are we looking for? We need such a set of controllers that when we apply them on the center blend and compare it with the left or right blend, we get something as close as possible. To get a starting set of controllers, I subtract the left and right poses and average them out over all the animations. It would be ideal if I could use this result, but I'm limited by the number of controllers. Each controller takes care of one axis, 1 degree of freedom. This skeleton has 55 bones. Each bone has 6 degrees of freedom. We can skip axes where the movement is 0, but even then we would need over 40 controllers. And I can use only 8. That means I have to reduce the number of controllers by a lot. I can do that by removing those controllers that contribute the least. One by one, I take each controller, compute the error, the distance from the target pose as if it was removed, and sum it up for all the animations. Finally, I remove such controller that increases the error by the lowest amount. But how to get the distance between two poses? In skeletal animation, all positions and rotations are local. I need to get global position and rotation of each bone. That sounds like an awful lot of trigonometry, but it is mostly linear algebra.
Algebra.
You just need to fill the rotations and positions into matrices and multiply them from the root bone outwards. To compute the distance, just iterate over all the bones in both poses and compare their matrices. For each matrix, compute the Euclidean distance of the basis vectors and you are done. By removing the extra controllers, an opportunity arises to tweak the remaining controllers so they fit the target poses better. After removing one controller, I do multiple steps of optimization that just wiggle the remaining controllers back and forth. Once again, I keep the set where the error is minimal. The final result doesn't match the original blending exactly. That is just impossible task. But it looks good enough. It is a lot less confusing than it was before. Okay, that was a lot of work for this cosmetic change. I just couldn't help myself and had to solve it before I go on to more interesting tasks, like allowing different skins than just Leaf and Barney. With that, I also have to deal with mixed teams. You will be able to join both teams soon. It is almost done. I just need to modify the bot logic and some other minor things. This blending fix and the other changes will be on the server in about a month. I will let you know. I hope I haven't bored you to death with this topic. If you know about a game that uses 9-way blending other than Counter-Strike and AO Defeat, please let me know. Also, if you know about a game with a different type of blending, please inform me. I think Ricochet is supposed to use 3-way blending. I haven't checked. It is just another reason why I should avoid it. Anyway, thanks for watching.